Have you ever dreamed of visiting Australia? A country that effortlessly blends natural wonders with cosmopolitan allure. Imagine the iconic Sydney Opera House, its sails kissing the sky, nestled in a bustling harbour city that's as vibrant as its people. Or picture the serene outback, a vast, timeless landscape that whispers tales of a rich indigenous culture. Australia is a land of staggering contrast and spectacular beauty, offering a smorgasbord of experiences for every type of traveler. Whether you're a history buff, a beach bum, a foodie, or an adventure junkie, Australia rolls out an endless canvas of possibilities. From the golden beaches of the Gold Coast to the remote wilderness of Tasmania. From the multicultural metropolis of Melbourne to the coral wonderland of the Great Barrier Reef, Australia is an epic stage where dreams take flight. Join us as we walk you through everything you need to know for an unforgettable trip down under. Visiting Australia does require a bit of planning, especially when it comes to visas. If you're hailing from the United States, Canada, the European Union, or a myriad of other countries, you'll need to secure a visa or an electronic travel authority, also known as an ETA, before you set foot on Australian soil. This isn't a process you want to leave to the last minute, so make sure to apply well ahead of your planned departure. Another crucial factor to bear in mind is the validity of your passport. It needs to be valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended stay in Australia. This isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement. So, if your passport is nearing its expiry date, it might be time to renew it. So, remember to apply for your visa well in advance and ensure your passport is up to date to ensure a smooth journey. On touchdown in Australia, you'll be spoiled for choice with transport options. Australia's international gateways are its bustling metropolises: Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. These cities house major airports that welcome visitors from all corners of the globe, setting the stage for the adventure that lies ahead. Upon exiting the airport, an array of transportation options unfurls. Trains, buses, and taxis stand ready to whisk you to your destination. These are excellent choices for those who prefer to sit back, relax, and take in the sights while someone else takes the wheel. But what if your wanderlust extends beyond the city limits? For the explorers among us who yearn to delve into the heart of Australia, to see the outback, to traverse the Great Ocean Road. Renting a car may just be your ticket to freedom. With a map in one hand and a sense of adventure in the other, the open road awaits. Yet, Australia is a continent, not just a country. Its vastness can be daunting. Those looking to cover larger distances in shorter time frames might find domestic flights to be a godsend. A quick hop between cities or a leap across states. Domestic flights are time efficient and widely available. So, whether you're a city slicker, a road tripper, or a skyhopper, Australia's got you covered. With a bit of planning, getting around Australia can be quite a breeze. Wondering when to pack your bags for Australia? Well, you're in luck. Australia's vast size and geographic diversity mean there's always a great time to visit, depending on what you're looking for. Generally, the most pleasant weather nationwide falls in the spring, from September to November, and autumn from March to May. These seasons offer mild temperatures and reduced rainfall, perfect for exploring the outdoors. If you're planning to venture to the Northern Territories, try to avoid the wet season, which runs from November to April. The weather during this period can be quite humid and rainy, which might limit some outdoor activities. But don't let this discourage you. Every season has its charm in Australia. Whether it's the vibrant wildflowers in spring, the warm beach days in summer, the stunning foliage in autumn, or the crisp, cool days of winter. Choose the right time for your visit, and you're in for a treat with Australia's weather. When it comes to money matters, Australia keeps it pretty straightforward. The official currency is the Australian dollar, often simply referred to as the dollar. You'll find banknotes in denominations of 5, 10, 20, 50, and $100, while coins come in 5, 10, 20, and 50 cents, and $1 and $2. Credit cards, especially Visa and MasterCard, are widely accepted across the country, from bustling city centers to most regional towns. So rest assured, your plastic companion will be quite handy, but here's a tip. Always keep a bit of cash at your disposal. While cards do rule the roost, you might encounter small businesses, especially in rural or remote areas, that prefer cash or have a minimum spend for card transactions. Additionally, ATMs are plentiful and easy to locate in cities and towns. Just keep an eye out for those pesky ATM fees. With a bit of cash and your credit card, you're all set for your Australian adventure. Ready to talk the talk down under? The official language of Australia is English, but not just any English. Australian English is a unique variant, sprinkled with delightful slang and a distinctive accent that sets it apart. The Aussie dialect is colourful and expressive, a reflection of the country's vibrant culture and laid-back lifestyle. You'll hear terms like g'day for hello, arvo for afternoon, or barbie for a barbecue. And if you're feeling thirsty, you might want to ask for a schooner, that's a large beer. Learning and using some of these Aussie terms can make your journey more fun and authentic. It's not just about understanding the language, it's about immersing yourself in the culture. So why not give it a go? Try using some Aussie slang during your trip. Not only will it bring a smile to the locals, but it could also open doors to unique experiences and friendships. With a few Aussie phrases up your sleeve, you'll fit right in. Your safety and well-being are paramount as you explore Australia. This land of contrasts and wonders is generally a safe destination, yet, like any place on Earth, it does pose certain natural hazards. The sun here is stronger than you might be used to, and the risk of sunburn and heat stroke is real. So, remember, when you're out and about, whether you're hiking in the bush or lounging on Bondi Beach, always lather up with a high SPF sunscreen. A hat, sunglasses, and a water bottle should be your constant companions to beat the heat and stay hydrated. Australia's beaches are stunning, but the ocean can be unpredictable. Riptides, or rips as they're known locally, are powerful currents that can pull even the strongest swimmers out to sea. Always swim at patrolled beaches and stay between the red and yellow flags. They indicate the safest area to swim. If in doubt, ask a lifeguard. Wildlife encounters are part of the Australian adventure, but remember, this is their home. Keep a safe distance and never feed wild animals. Some creatures, like the box jellyfish or saltwater crocodile, can pose a serious threat. Australia's beauty is boundless, but it demands respect. So, keep these safety tips in mind, stay alert, and the land down under will reward you with an unforgettable experience. When in Australia, do as the Aussies do. Now, let's dive into some Australian cultural etiquette and tips. Australians are renowned for their friendly, laid-back nature. When you meet someone, a simple handshake or a nod with a smile is the usual greeting. Don't be surprised if you're addressed by your first name, even by people you've just met, as Australians tend to be quite informal. It's also a common practice to express gratitude to service workers. So, don't forget to say thank you to your bus driver or the barista who makes your morning flat white. When it comes to tipping, it's not obligatory in Australia. However, it is appreciated for exceptional service, and the typical amount is rounding up to the nearest 10%. Remember, embracing local customs is the key to a richer travel experience. So, dive right in, and you'll soon find yourself enjoying the Aussie friendliness that is world-renowned. To wrap up your Australian travel guide, remember that preparing your trip to the land down under requires a bit of foresight. Notably, ensure to check the visa requirements and make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your stay. Upon arrival, you'll find a myriad of transportation options to choose from. And remember, the best time to visit varies by region due to Australia's immense size and geographical diversity. The Australian dollar is your go-to currency here, with credit cards widely accepted and ATMs readily available. But it's a good idea to have some cash on hand for smaller transactions. Don't forget, Australians love their unique slang, so feel free to use some Aussie terms. Finally, be aware of natural hazards and embrace the local culture. Tipping is appreciated for exceptional service. Safe travels and enjoy your Australian adventure. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your own tips in the comments below.